Okay, so we are live now. I've been trying to perfect going multi-streaming now. Okay, cool. Sorry about that, you guys. We are trying to learn how to do multi-streaming and get everything together. I think I have it finally figured out for getting all of our things set up. We are a mix between like YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, and it is a challenge trying to get to understand what this is all about. So if you are live in the area, let us know. Let me see, I'm going to be reading some comments. Again, we haven't quite figured out how to get the chat box inside of the thing, but I'm sure we're going to get it soon. So if you guys could share this, that'd be awesome. King Awesome says, hello, I'm the guy from the Easter Bunny set. I remember. Hey, what is up? And thank you for saying hi, especially because we seen you the other day. And thank you for smelling my, thank you for being understanding when I'm like, hey, can you smell this? For anyone that doesn't know, I have an apothecary to where I sell different teas and I make different potions and all kinds of fun stuff like that. And I went over to the Easter Bunny thing. Yes, baby? What do you want? Yes. Yeah. And I was like, oh, okay, can you smell this? And I know how strange that seems, so thank you for bearing with me and understanding that.
Oh, yes, thank you.
Oh, yeah, thank you. I want to share, but something holds me back today. Oh, I wonder, Saskia, what holds you back from it? Yeah, I still haven't come up with a good response yet. And again, today we're going to be talking about the Empress card. Thank you guys again for being patient with everything that we've been dealing with learning how to get our stream up and running. Janine says, hi. And on YouTube, a few people are on there. King Awesome says, I recommend the Lover's Stone. Again, thank you, everybody. Here we are trying to learn. Thank you, baby. Bringing my tea. This is Tea and Tarot Tuesdays. Yeah, this is Tea and Tarot Tuesdays. This is a stream to where we're going to be talking about tarot cards. We have a different theme of the week that we talk about. Anyone that is live on my Facebook and YouTube and Instagram and TikTok, hello. I haven't quite learned how to mix them together yet as far as the chat. So sorry if I'm like talking to certain people and mixing up the chat and everything, but we'll be having that soon. If you guys could give me a follow if you're new here, that'd be really cool. Because then the follows help me to do more streams and helps me to get this together, because it is a lot of work learning how to get all the multi-stream together. Today we're going to be talking about the Empress card. I'm going through my deck right now to get the exact one that I want. For anyone that is new to the show, hi, my name is Seth Magos, and I do a show every week to where it's a live interactive chat. And if you want to write in the comments, connect with other people. That is the main thing. We want to be able to connect with others. We want to be able to talk. So talk about your problems, talk about anything you're going through, talk about any suggestions that you have, because this, like I said, is an interactive stream. So if you're new here, welcome. Oh, thank you, baby. I have the best boyfriend ever. I really do.
Good luck with the stream, baby.
Thank you, baby. They have helped me so much in trying to get this together, and like I was telling,
just imagine when we both figure out how the fucking app works.
Yes, when we both figure it out, it'll be even better. Is that they help me. They're like the cement for me, and they keep it all together. So if you're new here to my stream, this is Tea and Tarot Tuesdays. Again, I am trying to move it all together. If it looks weird on TikTok for you guys, I can't go live on my stream. I have a professional stream. If you want to check out my YouTube, it's at the Magic Apothecary. That's where you can catch more of what I'm doing in the like high quality stream that we got going on. But TikTok has this thing to where you have to have 10,000 followers just to stream. So I have to use my phone. So please, if you can follow me on TikTok, you guys, under the Magic Apothecary, that would help out a lot. Even if you're watching on Facebook right now or Instagram, if you guys could follow me on TikTok, that would mean a lot, because then that means I can bring like the coolness here and not use my phone for you guys. So thank you. This show, by the way, is Tea and Tarot Tuesdays, and we're going to be talking about the Empress card. And again, I apologize to anyone on TikTok because I'm going to be like looking like this. I am trying to I have a professional camera and lighting set up and all that stuff. But bear with me until I get 10,000 followers. But feel free to like me there. But you'll still get the most of it, and I'll still read your comments as they come in. Today we are talking about the Empress card. This is about self-care. This is about self-love. This is about taking care of yourself. I'm really excited about talking about this card because we oftentimes forget about that. We forget about how to take care of ourselves. We forget about that self-love that we need to cultivate within ourselves. And that is my goal today, is to teach you guys how to cultivate that self-love and appreciating yourself. But just as we were talking about before, anyone that's new to the show, I always like to do a meditation. That's where I start off and do a light meditation to where we can kind of like just breathe and kind of just let the rest of the bullshit go. And also, if you guys could share this, that'd be great, because sharing is caring. You don't need to necessarily get a reading or anything like that. Just a simple share, because sharing is free. So please and thank you. That would be awesome. Sarah on Facebook. Again, I'm going to be like going between different streams because I'm on YouTube, Facebook, Insta, and TikTok. I'm going to be reading streams for different people because I haven't figured out how to match the chats together. So I apologize for anyone that is on different streaming services and they're like, oh, who is he talking to? So I apologize about that in advance until I can figure it out. by next week I should have it. Sarah says, yay, I got here. And I'm glad you're here. It's funny, Sarah, that you're in here because just today I was looking at some notes, and on my email list, I actually seen your name on my email list. So that was really cool that I seen your name. So yeah. To start off, like I said, we're going to do a light meditation. This is something to where we can kind of like push all that bullshit away, kind of just be present in the moment together. So that being said, I'm going to light some sage. It's a sage for those who don't know. And we're going to just do a few breathing exercises. This is where we're just releasing all of our bullshit and kind of just being present. All right. Get that cooking for a second. I have the sage going right there. Thank you, everyone, for joining me, by the way. Okay, this is some intentional sage. Even though you can't smell it, even though you're not there, we are bringing it to you right now. And I want for you to just take a few breaths. Okay, so let's close our eyes. No matter where you are, I'll close mine too. Bring some here. I'll bring some to you too. All right, let's close our eyes, relax our shoulders. Let's take a slow, deep breath in, and then out. Deep breath in, and out. One more, deep breath in. And then out, keeping your eyes closed. I want for you to think about what self-care means to you. Taking care of yourself, prioritizing yourself. What does that look like in your eyes? Is it taking a bath? Is it walking through the woods? Is it reading a nice book with a good cup of tea? What does self-care look to you? And how can we prioritize that? I want for you to think about appreciation of the arts. Is it music? Is it art? Is it a nice painting that you've seen? Taking time to smell the roses and how that can benefit your life. Just for a moment, just for this time in this live with me, we're going to remove all our bullshit from our life. Just in these few moments we have together. None of your drama, none of your worries, none of your anxieties exist. It is just you and me and talking about self-care. Let's take 3 more breaths together. Deep breath in. And then out. Deep breath in. Then out. One more deep breath in. And let it all out. Okay, you can open your eyes. So today we are going to be talking about the Empress card. Let me go get her right here. The Empress card. This card is about a lot. I mean, like the Empress card is like loaded with different things. But the Empress card, what I want to discuss today mostly, is about being able to cultivate that self-love. Being able to take that time for yourself. Oftentimes we forget about that. We forget about what we're supposed to do. We forget about the time when we need to make time for us. You know, I want to give an example. I am working my ass off for the eclipse this week. I am trying to make fuck tons of tea. And anyone that doesn't know, that's new to the stream, I have my own shop that is the Magic Apothecary, and I sell teas. I do psychic readings. I sell herbal remedies, all that stuff. And getting ready for the eclipse in my small ass town, which has 23,000 people, I have to prep for 200,000 people to come to this small town. And that's hard. And so I'm working like 16-hour days, which is hard as fuck. But I am prioritizing my self-care to where I am still able to do what I need to do. But for me, my example of my self-care is playing Overwatch. So my brothers and I, we all connected. I have 4 other brothers. I have 9 siblings, by the way. But I have 4 other brothers and 5 of us total. We are connecting and we're going to be playing Overwatch soon to where we can just finally go. And like, we're all over the world right now. And it's just a beautiful moment. And that is part of my self-care, is being able to prioritize that self-care. And I want for you guys to do that too. In the comments right now, I want for you guys to write down, what is one thing you like to do for self-care? What is it? I would love to see it, and I'm inspired. Again, anyone that's new to the stream, I am multi-streaming right now. So I am on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, and it's really hard to pay attention to all the comments because I don't have my chat thing. If you're not on my TikTok, please go on my TikTok under the Magic Apothecary. That'd be awesome, because I can't bring the fanciness to TikTok until I get 10,000 followers. So please, please, please share this on your TikTok, or go like me on TikTok, because that would be awesome. But I want for you to write in the comments, and I'll try to read them. I know you can't see like everyone else's stuff. What is your self-care? Is it taking a bath? Is it going for a walk in the woods? Is it reading a book with a nice cup of tea? I would like to see what you like to do. Oh, wow. So how this worked here is that everything just kind of like populated all at once. So I'm going to catch up. I don't get any tea, but I got some water. Water is good. Water still counts, because remember to hydrate, everybody. On TikTok, Sylvia says, it's kind of different every day, but mainly I am walking in the woods person a lot. Same. I go Thompson Park, which anyone that's not in the area, is a worldwide thing. Thompson Park is a beautiful place. So just walking in nature. When people say like, go hug a tree, go touch some grass, like seriously, go do that. It helps out. I forgot about the eclipse. Yeah, the eclipse is coming through here. We're in Watertown, and it comes through the totality in the very center point, and it's going to be insane. I dance and sing as loud as I can, Sarah says on Facebook. Same. That's actually part of the vagus nerve system. If you ever want to learn about like how to regulate your emotions, I highly encourage you to look up the vagus, VEGUS, vagus nerve system, and that can help you to work through everything that you're going through. On TikTok, Saskia says, oh, you joined. Thank you. I appreciate that. So look up the vagus nerve system, and how you can stimulate it is learning to chant, sing, hum, or gargle. So that is another self-care thing I want to talk about. Again, anyone that's new here, we were talking about the Empress card. And the Empress card, one of the focal points that I'm talking about today is self-care. And what does cultivation of self-care and self-love look like to you? I love going out in nature, personally. And I love hearing what you guys like to do. Let's see here. Someone else said, King Awesome on YouTube says, well, as a fellow YouTuber and gamer, I would say playing games and making videos. Yeah, you're creating art. And that's one thing that the Empress card can teach, is the Empress card is teaching about appreciation of the arts. So the fact that you are appreciating art by creating it, fuck yeah, that's a big thing. Elemental Tree on Facebook says, go explore somewhere I've never been, preferably somewhere alone with my thoughts and my feelings. Taking that time to be peaceful within yourself, taking that time to be able to look within. That is a really good one. Kathy says, hi. Again, this is the Tea and Tarot Tuesdays family. I love when people start interacting with each other. I know that like my cross platform's really weird right now, and we're gonna figure it out by next week. Because I am live on like 4 different things. If you guys have TikTok, please go watch my TikTok and follow me on TikTok because at the Magic Apothecary, because I can't do the fancy stuff that I have right now on Facebook and YouTube unless you guys are on my TikTok and you follow me there. So please go follow me on my TikTok. That's why it like looks weird. I keep on looking back and forth. So thanks you guys for supporting me on there. Other things that the Empress can talk about. The Empress can talk about the gestation of an idea. So let's think about it like this. And again, anyone that is new to the show, I've been following all of the tarot cards from the Fool, and now we are on the Empress card. The Fool card is like the, how do I say, the infinite possibility of chaos. Chaos is okay. Everyone thinks there must be order. It is okay to have a little bit of that chaos. It's about that balance, right? And then we have the Magician card, which is talking about, okay, I have my resources that I need for this. And then we have the High Priestess, which is saying, okay, I got you, boo. I'm paying attention to my intuition. And now we have the Empress card, and the Empress is the gestation of that idea. Sometimes it is healthy for us to be able to let the idea gestate, let the idea cook for a while. You're not just going to put your ingredients in the pot and just be like, oh, I can eat it now. You need to be able to let it cook, so to speak, and let it gestate, just like pregnancy. And that's a huge part of this card we're going to talk about in a little bit, about the Empress card being about pregnancy and the Empress card talking about that gestation. You need to let things mature, let it ruminate a little bit. When you have that idea, let's talk about a business. Let's talk about something you want to create in your life. You need to be able to let it gestate, i.e. the Empress card. You need to let that pregnancy happen to you. Yes, the Empress card, when it comes up in a reading, can represent pregnancy. It can represent motherlyhood. It can represent the mother card. We're talking about a lot of mother things. So when it's coming up in a reading, it can represent being pregnant. It can represent having a child. But what exactly is pregnancy? Let's think metaphorically speaking. Pregnancy is letting something within you grow. So my homework for you guys, I want for you guys to think about what is something that you can grow within you. What is something that you want to be able to gestate? You don't want to just take action like, oh, I fucking know what I want to do. I want to create this business. No, you want to be able to take that. You take the resources. Again, I'm going to follow the timeline here. We took the infinite possibility of chaos with the Fool card. We got the ideas ruminating. We got the Magician card. We took all of that and know we have the resources to cause change. We took the High Priestess. She is the one that let our intuition guide us to the idea. And then we went to the Empress, where we are right now. We're letting that idea gestate. Is it creating a garden? Is it creating a business? Is it redoing your house? We need to take that organic time to be able to let our ideas go in our head. Let them ruminate for a second, because in that growing period, the ideas begin to have form. And that is another thing that can happen with the Empress when it comes up. My goal here with the Tea and Tarot Tuesdays family is I want to be able to teach you guys how tarot can guide you in your life. Yes, tarot is a beautiful thing that can be used for seeing the future, but that's not like the main idea. The main thing for using tarot is being able to use it as a life guiding point. So like, you don't need to know anything about tarot. Let's say that you didn't know shit. Let's say that you're like, oh, I don't know how to trust my intuition. I don't know how to read tarot. I can't remember all the cards. That's fine. Fuck it. You don't need to. But if you look up each of the meanings of the cards, you can apply those meanings to yourself. The reason that I do these Tea and Tarot Tuesdays is because I love tarot. I love teaching people how much tarot can affect your life, how it can be a guidepost to when you're feeling lost. I am passionate because I know what it's like to feel broken. I know what it's like to not know the next direction in my life. And tarot is something that helped me to find those things. Today, specifically, the lesson is of the Empress, and that is self-care and gestation. We're just going to put it in those two different things for now, and I'll break it down later. Self-care and gestation, specifically. Again, anyone, we are getting used to this multi-streaming thing. I am on TikTok. I'm on Facebook, YouTube, Insta, all of it. I am trying to get my TikTok growing. So if you can go on my TikTok and follow me on there, that would be awesome, because that helps me to grow, because then I can do the professional fancy things you guys see here on YouTube, Insta, and Facebook to bring it to TikTok. Because TikTok just released a thing that said, like, you have to have 10,000 followers in order for you to have the fancy things. And I'm like, oh, okay, TikTok. That's great. Thanks, guys. But today I'm on both, and that's why on TikTok I'm right here, and I keep looking down at you guys. I can still see the comments, so thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you for all the likes, the hearts, all that. I appreciate you. And on Facebook. And if you guys could share, that'd be awesome, because sharing is caring. Another thing on self-care is that with the ability to do self-care, and everyone thinks self-care has to be like this expensive thing to where you have to go get your nails done and you have to be able to get a massage. Yes, that is a form of self-care and something that you can do, but it isn't all that you have to do. The other things you can do with self-care, go walk outside. Seriously, something as small as just walking outside could change your life. Just taking that time to separate from what you're doing. Psychologically speaking, if you're like in the work mode, like I'm like that Kermit the Frog meme where you just see like Kermit like going through, take a time to separate yourself and go do something else. Walk outside, go in the park, take a bath, take a shower. Other homework assignments I have for you guys. I want for you guys to look in the mirror and say, I'm a beautiful person and I love myself. That is the hardest fucking thing you can do. Trust me, I know. Even like me saying this right now, I'm sure some of you guys are just like, whoop, nope, not gonna fucking do that. When we can try doing these self-care exercises, it can really help us to grow as a person, because we are prioritizing ourselves as being important. Another self-care thing I want to talk to you guys about, setting up boundaries. I know, it's really hard. Saying the word no. Most people can't say no. Like, a friend asks them to do something, borrow money. Here's one that you don't think about. Time is a resource, right? You don't think about that. You think like a resource is specifically money, borrowing things, doing something for someone, but let's talk about that time resource, right? If somebody is talking to you on the phone, like I want for you guys to think about, you're talking to your friend and your friend is talking to you for like fucking an hour, and that conversation could have been done in 5 minutes. Say, girl, I can't take this right now. I know. They are using your time. Now, that doesn't mean don't be present for your friends. That doesn't mean don't be there for them. That's okay. But we all know that one friend. If I'm asking you guys right now to be real with yourself, we all know that one friend that talks for fucking ever and won't shut the fuck up. And they're just talking and you're like, yep. Say no. That's okay. That is a healthy boundary. they didn't need to talk that long. They're just talking to hear their fucking ears or their mouth talk. Take that time to separate yourself and know that that is healthy. You can separate from them and say, hey, I can't do this right now. Now, I'm not saying like be a bitch about it. And I'm not saying like just like, bye, girl. Do it with couth. But also say, I'm respecting myself enough that this is taking up my time. And I don't need this because you have done this on repeat. So time is a resource. One of those things I want for you guys to apply to your life this week. Time is a resource. And don't let people take up your time because life is too short. I'm going to read some comments right quick. Again, anyone that is like following just right now and catching up, this is Tea and Tarot Tuesdays. We are talking about the Empress card. Sorry for my TikTok users. And I'm like looking up and down. I need to have 10,000 followers before I can like do the fancy shit because TikTok's changed shit. So if you're on Facebook, Insta, or anything else I'm on, please go on my TikTok and follow me there. But I'm going to read some things right here. Mime says, I like to meditate or be in nature or take a milk bath or soak. Yes, using like the milk powder. I love that. My favorite kind of self-care is, I'm a Libra, by the way. And I know I say it like that because Libras, like, we prioritize self-care so much. And my self-care is, I put, it sounds so bushy, I put rose petals, like I use dry rose petals, and I put it inside of my bath. I light the candles, I have my crystals in there, I do the whole nine. So if you haven't done a self-care ritual bath, I highly recommend it. So yeah, that's good. A milk bath sounds awesome, agreed. Yes, with lavender or chamomile. Yeah, chamomile is really good. It's actually really good for your skin. Most people think that chamomile is only for stomach issues, but chamomile's one of chamomile's best needs, besides like helping out with going to sleep, chamomile helps with your skin because it creates collagen. Random note for you guys. Sarah says, I am growing lavender and chamomile in my window boxes right now. Highly recommend making a balm out of that chamomile or making it into your bath. Amy says, that's awesome. And Sarah says, how do you do a milk bath? Again, I love that you guys are all interacting with each other. Again, by next week, I'll have the chat box filled up to where I can link Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all the chats will be together because I'm talking to like different ones right now. So when you guys can figure it, I know that I'm like talking between each one, but for the ones that are on Facebook who are interacting right now, that's why we call it the Tea and Tarot Tuesdays family. I love people to connect on this. I know what it's like to be alone. I know what it's like to not have any friends, to have anyone to talk to. So even on TikTok, you guys right now, feel free to talk to each other. What is your form of self-care? What do you guys do on Facebook, Insta, and YouTube on here? Sorry, I'm trying to get used to this whole thing. Streaming is hard, guys, and I am trying to learn how to work between it. But yeah, how do you guys do your milk baths? I'd really like to know that. So let's go back to the Empress card. I'm going to talk a little bit about some esoterica right here and what each of the card means with things that you see. So if you look on here, you can see the heart. The heart represents Venus. It represents, and what is Venus? It is self-love. It is love in general, the idea of love. Pay attention to those aspects. When this card comes up in a reading, some things it can represent. Again, it's about guiding your own intuition and what that feels to you. The Empress card can represent pregnancy. It can represent a new idea. And what is a new idea? Or what is pregnancy? It doesn't just have to be like, I have a child. It can also represent the new idea, the pregnancy of the idea that is coming to you. The Venus aspect, Aphrodite, self-love. Not just the outside love, but cultivating the inner love. It can represent an appreciation of the arts. We are in a society to where we have become too numb to everything that we're doing in life, right? We just kind of go through and our heads are in our phones and we're not really looking at everything. Go out and touch grass, guys. Like, listen to music and really appreciate the life that comes from that music. Take that time to look at that art piece just a little bit longer. That is my homework assignment for you guys. I want for you guys to, one, come up with a new self-care regimen. For me, this week, working on my self-care, I'm going to be playing Overwatch with my brothers. Again, I have 9 brothers and sisters. I have 4 other brothers, so we have five of us. I'm going to be playing Overwatch, which is a game on Xbox, and, well, we're doing cross-platform, but, you know, that's my form of self-care, because I'm working 16-hour days, and in those 16-hour days, that's going to be the thing that helps me. I also like to take nice baths. I light some candles. Self-care doesn't need to cost money. I know a lot of you guys think self-care needs to cost money. You need to get your nails done. You need to get a massage. No, just go walk. Do something small. So your homework assignment, find something that is your self-care. That's it. And let's bring that down to a science. Just says, join me on Fortnite, girl. That's my self-care. Yes. I don't play as much Fortnite. I know it's a lot of fun. I just can't understand the builds, how they're building shit like that. And I'm just getting into Overwatch. So I'm going to be able to get that soon. So thank you for saying that. Other things that we can do. Once you find out your self-care, I want for you guys to bring it down to a science. I want for you to find out a 15-minute self-care, find out an hour self-care, and then find our 30-minute self-care, and that's it. So a 15, a 30, and an hour. Because everyone tells me, I don't have time for self-care. That's a fucking lie. You have time for self-care. You don't make time. So I want for you guys to think about that. Think about the concept, I don't make time for self-care. It's not, I don't have time for self-care. It is, I don't make time for self-care. Because if you actually made the time, again, it's a choice. I know it sounds super bitchy, but you have the fucking choice. Take time for that self-care. So whenever you say to yourself, I don't have time for self-care, I want for you to say out loud, I don't make time for self-care. That's a T. So again, to review, 15-minute self-care, 30-minute self-care, hour self-care. That's your SOS list. It's what you are making and what you can make time for. I want for you guys to do that. That way you know what your self-care is. Next lesson of the Empress. What ideas are you letting gestate? You don't want to just have an idea and just okay, we're fucking going balls deep in this and we're going to do this thing. Let it gestate. Again, the magic that we were talking about with the tarot. The Fool. The infinite possibility of chaos. We let those ideas, we let the universe speak through us to be yo, I'm going to do this thing. Then we went into the Magician card. Yes, I know I have the resources right now to do the thing. The High Priestess. I trusted my intuition so that I can create this magic within myself. The Empress. I let the idea gestate for a while. I let the idea come within me and I let it grow so that then I can form the idea, so that then I can release it. So you guys, if you have a tarot deck, I want for you guys to put the Empress card on your altar and have a moment to pray with your self-care, have that self-love, and let it cultivate within yourself. I want for you to think about the different things you're going to be doing for this self-care. And I want for you to understand that ideas need to gestate. You don't need to just take automatic action once it comes to you. Sometimes it's healthy for you actually to let it come within, let it gestate before you take action on that. I'm going to read some more comments. Again, this is Tea and Tarot Tuesdays. Anyone that is joining my live here, last time I am multi-streaming. I am on YouTube, Insta, Facebook, and TikTok. I don't have my chats on there. If you guys aren't on my TikTok, please join my TikTok because I can't have like the fancy things that I normally do like on my other lives because TikTok has this bullshit thing to where they're like, you need 10,000 followers to be fancy. And I'm like, okay, go fuck yourself. But that's what I need to do right now. So if you guys could go join my TikTok, that'd be great. I'm actually in a moment after I get done with these comments, I'm going to join just my TikTok for you guys so I can be present with you guys because I know I have like neglected like looking down there. So I really appreciate that. So if you want to join my TikTok, I'm about to go live just on my TikTok to give them the attention that they deserve. I'm going to read some more comments. I play ESO if you're ever interested. Is that Elder Scrolls Online? Because I have played that. I didn't know you could do multiplayer on that. Possibly. Meme says, I use this milk bath product that has lavender and chamomile. It's safe to use. That's awesome. So I highly recommend you guys do the baths. So any other questions before we continue? And then I'm going to go straight to my TikTok. And I'm just going to be live on my TikTok. If you guys want to, anyone on my streams, like on YouTube, on my Insta or Facebook, please go to my TikTok. And I'm just going to be on my TikTok for a moment so I can give them the attention like I said I was. Sarah says, yes. Yeah, Sarah, Elder Scrolls Online is fun. So quick review before I just go to my TikTok and pay attention to just my TikTok for a second. The Empress card, things to think about. 8, self-care. How are you prioritizing your self-care this season? Doing a homework assignment. 15-minute, 30-minute, 1 hour. Think about each of those things. Taking a walk outside. That's fucking 15 minutes, ain't it? Maybe you want to go get your hair done. That's an hour. Maybe you want to go take a bath. 30 minutes. I don't know, however much you take in there. 2, the gestation of the idea that you have within you. When an idea comes to you, don't just launch it out there. Take time to let it like cook for a second. I want for you guys to think about like cooking something on the stove. I'm not just going to put like the meat and the whatever the fuck the spices. Sometimes they need time to cook and gestate. Just like a human. When a human comes out, they need time to gestate. Last thing, embracing your femininity. It is okay to be emotional. It is okay to express yourself through the self-care. Have an appreciation of the arts. Go touch some fucking grass. Like, I know it sounds like sassy and people are like, go touch grass, but really, go touch some grass because maybe that's what you need. Sit under a tree. One lesson I got from a shaman is that they told me, get a boulder like this big, like something like, not like big, but like something decent, and just go sit under a tree with it. Close your eyes and breathe. It's getting warmer now for people in this hemisphere, and so it's easier to do. So I want for you guys to be able to take that time for yourself, prioritizing yourself. Setting up boundaries is not bad. Saying no to a friend or a family member isn't bad. Put yourself as priority. It is okay to love yourself. Thank you guys for joining me. Again, this is Tea and Tarot Tuesdays. I'm Seth Magus. I'm going to be doing this every single week if you want to come join me and interact on the chat. If you're watching this later, put in your comments. I read every single comment. So thank you for being able to join me on these lives. If you guys want to join me on my TikTok, go on my TikTok. I'm about to go live just on my TikTok. That'd be great. Follow me there. And if you guys want to book a reading, let me know. I wish you guys a magical day and enjoy the eclipse. The eclipse is going to be fucking awesome, by the way. Anyone in like this section, take time to feel